take you through get to know the top stories that are making headlines into the world of entertainment, but in the business perspective. And to kick off the hour today, we are going to first do some local, then we shall do the international later. So let's start with our country, Uganda, as Gift of Kado ventures into snacks, which includes roasted guineas for survival. Yes, as we've seen, this is quite a great move that is taking place, whereby quite so many artists in Uganda, they're investing into other ventures, like what we call the side hustles. So Gift of Kado is right there for you, is venturing into the roasted guineas. Roasted guineas is really something so nice, and I believe is making some good money. According to the reports, as the lockdown continues to bite the Ugandan music industry, many entertainers are looking for alternative ways to put food on the table. Musician Gift of Kado has reportedly resorted to vending, actually not necessarily vending, but dealing in roasted guineas for survival. A picture of him surfaced on social media while he was handling packages of guineas ready to dispatch. Yes, guineas. And it is said he opened up a snacks shop in Machinye. He hopes to chase poverty with his new venture. He's not been making quite a good amount of money. Actually, talking about Gift of Kado, regardless of COVID, I don't want to say actually that his case has been COVID. He's been having just like, he's been, even before COVID, he was a little bit down, you know, because I remember Gift of Kado was really making so much headlines. That was back in 2010, around 2010. But as you know, the music industry is always very tricky. You always have to be very careful. Like I said yesterday, never rely on the music if you really want to make money as an artist out there, but let the music be something to push your brand. Invest in something and use music as advertising agency. Actually, you're promoting your brand, because as people get to see you advertise your product into the music video, definitely they're going to look for that product, and it's going to help you earn a side income. The music business is really very tricky. It's unpredictable. It's because we've seen even the biggest artists in the world flop. Yes, they make albums and the critics say this is not good enough, so they end up flopping on the market and they're making losses. But imagine you have a side hustle. You're not going to be on tension to make the music, and you're going to deliver the quality. So other musicians who have invested in other businesses include Munji. Yes, Munji. That's Navio, who are doing poetry. Yes, Navio doing poetry, yes. While King Saha and Chris Evans are into farming. So you see, farming and, you know, agriculture being the nation. So you can see they're investing in farming. That's Munji. And actually, Munji also has runs Kontakite. That's his own label. So you can see that's being very, very entrepreneurial as an entertainer. The musicians are patiently waiting for President Museveni to fully open the industry so that they can earn some money from stage performances. But still, despite the stages being put back to operate, we've really learned something, that not only you can earn money as a musician on stage, but you can earn money from very many other ventures where you can earn money. Like, for example, digital platforms like Spotify. We've talked about Spotify, Kado. So if you're a viewer out there right now, these are not new things to you. Maybe for those who are just joining us, Spotify, the Kado, these digital platforms where you can sell your music and the fans buy it at a price. So that was a lesson to learn. So that's it for Wycliffe Benda. For Gift of Kado. In other stories, Wycliffe Benda is making headlines. Recently, he had an interview with some media house, and Wycliffe Benda says he's confident of his net worth. Yes, the musician Wycliffe Benda is one of the local musicians that are doing well in the music industry. He owns a record label and a marketing agency that has already secured endorsement deals for local musicians like Lydia Jasmine. Wow, so you can see local endorsements for those artists we've mentioned, Lydia Jasmine. So you can see how entrepreneurial he is. He's making quite a lot of money. And as you can see, when he says he's confident of his net worth, so you can imagine. Though those statements, sometimes they're really tricky. I know of an artist in Uganda where he came up and said that actually, even if he spent 10 years without working, he would still earn money. But still, something happened, and, you know, I don't want to get into that. Okay. During an interview over the weekend, Wycliffe Benda bragged that he will never be broke because he secured alternative sources of income besides music. So you can see, you know, there are very many artists we look up to who are billionaires actually currently, but most of their money doesn't come through the music. It comes through other ventures. Yes. So these are according in the interview. these are the words Waiki Bender said. He said, I have been working hard to stabilize my income. I doubt I will go broke anytime soon. I don't sing. No, he says, I doubt if I'll go broke anytime if I don't sing. He said. So just imagine how relaxed Waiki Bender is. Very, very calm. It's not on tension concerning the music. So you really wonder why up to now he's still releasing music that is really still selling. Like recently when he released an album that really performed well, and that album had quite many artists. It was crossing borders international. But you can see you cannot do that unless you have another side hustle that is going to keep you busy so that you can get money to invest back into your label as you attract more investors to come and buy, like, not necessarily investors, but more big brands to come and associate with you. Yes. The Mpaka Records boss advised other musicians to supplement their income by starting up small businesses. So that's why Kibenda for you right there. He's a really very influential, somebody so influential into the music industry, and currently was elected as the president of the Ugandan Musicians Association. That's UMA. Yes. So you see, that is really a grown-up. The way he thinks is so entrepreneurial. Degree in chemical engineering attained from Algeria. Yes, Waiki Bender did not go for office work. Being a musician. So his dream was to sing through his father that watched him do big office jobs, thus forcing him to continue with the education journey. In 2017, he realized Waiki Bender loved music so much, so he focused, and that's when he came up to form that label, that's Mpaka Records. Yes. In 2020, he landed a juicy deal when he was chosen as Prudential Insurance Company ambassador. Talking about one of the ways, so you can see the importance of branding as an artist, because so many companies that look for celebrities to be their ambassadors, but definitely they can't just choose you to be an ambassador unless you have a brand for yourself. So that's one of the ways you can earn money as an artist besides the music. Maybe if you fail to start up a small business for you, at least you need to get endorsements. You need to get to be ambassador, and some musicians are also signed to be PRs, public relations, of some organizations. They really look for them to do that. So you can see how you can have massive pay jobs, like massive sources of income on your side. So concerning about being the owner, currently he actually is not. Yes, that was just that. So in his senior six vacation, Waiki Bender began writing songs because of his burning dream to be a big artist that appears on a billboard and known everywhere. Oh, we are just trying to have a look at the brief recap of Waiki Bender shortly. So we see in 2017 he released his first album called The Chireka Boy, which trended on Market. Yes, so it made some good money. By this year, he quit from the Buddy Music record label where he was signed under around that time. So while talking to journalists in the interview, that was back in 2017, Waiki Bender revealed he quit after a mutual understanding with his bosses, and therefore there were no wrangles in between. So he left in peace with his former record label bosses and decided to be independent. Why he did that, he said, I simply wanted to grow. There was nothing personal with my bosses, said the singer. He further revealed that he had formed his label known as Mpaka Records, a name he got from his father's surname. So something you need to learn, a leaf to pick for any artist out there into the entertainment business. You need to understand that however much you're under a record label, you need to be thinking quite ahead to form something of your own, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. We've seen artists that have been dropped by their own record labels. Though it's not so common in Uganda, I've seen it in America, outside countries, where a record label actually just wakes up and drops you as an artist for no reason, simply because you made an album and it flopped. So you can see that's something which is not good for you as like career-wise. It's going to affect you very. So it's good. So Waiki Bender, when he was under a record label, he was in the process of forming his own record label, that is Mpaka Records. So you can see it's very important for you to be thinking of doing something of your own. So he says he wanted to grow. Internationally, in the very year, Waiki Benda was selected to represent Uganda in Coke Studio Africa, where he collaborated with Jia Prize, that's from Zimbabwe, and Mr. Bao, that's from Mozambique. This made him more popular and helped him to build his music career and push it to the fullest. So you can see representing Africa on the that's Coke Studio. Yeah, I mean representing Uganda, Coke Studio Africa. That is something so remarkable that really pushed his brand to places that are actually unimaginable. And whenever your brand gets to such levels, definitely just be assured that you're going to earn money. Money comes all that way because of the endorsements that always keep coming, advertisement deals, and even collaborations, because some artists to collaborate, those collaborations actually, some of them are bought, yes, because it's like a promotion strategy. And in this case, some say it's a way of trying to show that you are better than that artist. So in that way, you're going to invest in it. So still talking about Waiki Benda, in 2018, he was chosen alongside several African artists to perform on the official Coca-Cola FIFA World Cup anthem in American pop, with American pop singer, that's Jason Derulo. Still in 2018, he won the African Newcomer Artist of the Year with the Afrima Award held in Dallas, the United States. Afrima Awards recently, actually, Kenzo won that award this week, the Afrima Award, yes. So, but this time around, that was 2018, that was Waiki Benda that won that award. So in 2020, he was President-elect Uganda Musicians Association, but later on, he resigned. Yes, however, he's still running his record label, Ampaka Records, which signed singers like Dre Kali. So Dre Kali is one of the singers that are under Waiki Benda's record label. So, and he's doing really, really pretty well. We have quite a few musicians who have record labels. I talked about Monji, that's Kunta Kinte. We had GNL with Babon Forest, though it's not so much of the hype these days. But you can see still coming as a boss into the industry is something very, very, very important. We've seen artists that came that way on the international scene. Actually, we are crossing now to the United States of America. So I just want to give a little brief, like a summary of the stories we've seen about the entrepreneurial side of these artists, the hustle, the side hustle of these artists. So it's very important for a musician out there to really have a brand for yourself, because music is always, and the fact that seems like music is likely to face some more challenges time to come. So, but this is a change. It's a revolution for the good. You get, it's not something that is coming to a fade, but it's something to adapt to the digitalization and everything. So it's very important to have an investment. Literally, actually, if I'm not mistaken, many artists don't invest actually, because maybe they are just starting right now after realizing the effect of what happened. It's now coming to 2 years when they are not working, they're not doing the concerts, and yet they didn't even have established digital platforms where they can distribute their music, and they take it out there to other places to for the people to listen. The main focus was just the local market, but the challenge comes in that even the local market, very few people can afford the data to stream the music. Yes, however much, it's very important. So that's why there is this thing I want to talk about diversifying the product range. Yes, you try to do something that is going to be consumed by even the people outside Africa, people outside Uganda. You don't only maintain just the Ugandan market as an artist. So this is for a person who has maybe failed to start up a business. Maybe you feel like it's hard for you. Then have an established digital platform. Make sure that your quality you release is really good, because remember, you're doing something to sell out there to the people. It's not something you're doing to give out to people just to listen and say, hey, you're good. That time is there for an artist. By the time as you grow up, you realize that there is more to life than that. And another reason why you need a side investment, because as you grow like 20s, now you're in 30s. Before you know it, you're a family man. Yes, you have your wife out there. And it's very important that you have something that defines you outside the music. Something, okay, like there is artist X, the musician, but there's artist X, the family man. And that comes when, there is a prestige that comes with that. You have your investment, your business, and there is a respect you have. And you see, it's not just going to help you earn an extra income, but the prestige you're going to earn. A good artist in the United States, because it's where we are heading, so that's why I'm just going to, I'm giving a glimpse of it, is Jay-Z. Ever since Jay-Z got married to Beyonce, it was it was strategic. You realize that even his net worth increased, he got prestige, and when he gets prestige, definitely he's going to have a big international recognition. You know, for example, we saw Jay-Z, that was in 2017. He did an interview on CNN, in live interview. It's quite rare for an artist to do an interview, a live interview, you know, with one of the leading journalists in the United States of America. But that all came back with that prestige. And you know, that is branding, that is already improving your brand, that's already marketing you. Moreover, I wasn't surprised that after 1 year, Jay-Z was a billionaire. Oh, 2 years.